Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. So it's about 90 degrees and 70% humidity, and it's almost intolerable. But it's a Sunday afternoon, good opportunity to get down and feed the bees. So I got probably about 10 gallons of feed there. So it was a 4 or 5 gallon buckets with, so I've got 2 25-pound bags of sugar and 6 gallons apiece for each one of those. So I did that twice. So that's 4 buckets filled about a little over half full. So 50-50 is what the mix is. So that's 3 gallons for 25 pounds. If you do the math, it comes out spot on, 50-50 by weight. So that's what we've got here. And I've got it in this North Star sprayer that I've rigged a little gas station pump type spigot there, and actually works pretty good. So it's a good way to get a lot of feed in your hives quickly. So we're in the dearth here, mid-August. And I've got several hives that, you know, they're building up. So I'm not feeding hives that are strong and have honey stores in them. I'm feeding hives that have been splits that I'm building up, and they need to catch up. And so they'll have plenty of food, nectar, fake nectar, to get them through the winter. So here in the middle of summer, we got to be thinking ahead. A beekeeper is always thinking 6 months out, what's going on. You got to be taking care of that right now. So what I'm doing right now is going to pay dividends in the cold of winter when they need this food for these particular hives. So if you're wondering why I'm on this Husqvarna ZTR, it's my Cub Cadet, the bee tractor, has got a flat on it on the back, and I've got a tube in that tire. And it was a slow leak, and the side of the tire has got like a 3-inch crack, and when I air it up, it's pooching out. You can see the tube through there, and it's leaking too fast now. By the time I make it down to the bee yard, it's time to pump it up again. So I switched lawnmowers for now, and I ordered me a couple of new tires to put on that. So that'll be a good homestead video to show you how I do that. I got a special gadget to bust the bead. Pretty slick. Anyway, let's get down there and get some feed on these bees. Feels pretty good right here in the shade, actually. It's not bad at all. When you're out in full sun, that's a whole other story. When I did this last week, I got out here late and it was getting dark on me. And I put my suit on and I did not zip the veil. Didn't realize I had done that. I had the Velcro shut here, so I'm doing my thing nice and happy. I got on Hive 20 there, and it was very strong, single deep, needed expanded. And it was pretty dark. So as soon as I popped it open, they just jumped on me like a cloud and stuck to me. And I didn't have my little Jethro wire belt on. So I got this electric fence wire to keep the bees from crawling up inside my suit, which they do. And yes, I know, if you're going to comment, get a new suit. I know I need one. Didn't have that on there. They got all up in here. I got stung on the head and the face, arms, everything. I don't know how many stings I took, but it was a bunch. But anyway, so you can see Hive 20 has got a second deep on it now. All right, enough of that. Let's get down there. So this will be a good opportunity to check out Hive 20 and see how they're taking to this second deep, which I put in drawn comb, so I bet you they are filling it up. Well, there's not as many bees up here as I'd like to see, but it is midday and there are probably a lot of foragers out. Let's see what this hive weighs. It's a little bit light, but this is a growing hive. So we've got little wood sticks in here for floats, so bees don't, if they fall in there, they have something to climb up on. There, they're floating up there now. Floating up some hive beetles, few, not too many. I notice hive beetles, when these frame feeders are empty, the bees run them down in there. So I'm gonna fill this thing on up. All right. So this hive is a little hot, but not quite like it was the other night. All right, let's go down the line here. So this is the two swarms, and I believe that one is a split from earlier in the year. These may not have feeders in them. I don't think they do. This hive doesn't need fed. It's good and heavy. Let's take a look. Just a hive top look here. So they've got some undrawn frames here, but it's a good strong hive, and they may draw that out during the fall flow coming up here September, October time frame. I believe this is the same. We're not going to have a feeder in here. This is the other swarm from the double swarm. You can go back in my playlists and find that double swarm. This one looks better. We've got honey all across here. So I did harvest one super off of these. Both of these. This hive is good shape. It's nice and heavy. This hive's on the lighter side. Let's take a look. Yeah, so we've got us a feeder in here. So this is a hive that we were building up through the year. So we need to get these reducer blocks off this thing. It's too hot for that. Yeah, so that Hive 20 that I was talking about that ate me up the other night, that is one of the Wildflower Meadows queens that I said that's a C- because she wasn't laying very good. And some folks said I needed to add, they needed more nurse bees in there because she was only laying what she could keep up with, the other bees could keep up with. So I never did add anything to it. And I just kept an eye on it, and she kept building up, and you know, obviously she kicked it in, you know, once the population got it where it needed to be, because that bottom deep was just packed full. And yeah, they're doing good, but they're going to need some feed to get to full strength. This hive was a last minute split, if I remember right. There's a blue queen in here, blue marked, and they're doing pretty good. Looks like they're ready for second deep, so I need to make a note of that. So this is 25, needs a second deep. In fact, I think I'll do that now and not fill this right now. I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm gonna go grab me a box and some frames and come back. Okay, we went and got us a deep box. So I got 4 new frames freshly waxed here. So I'm going to center this up and put the new ones to the outside. Nice and hot, boy, that propolis just moves nice and easy. Sticky stuff. I normally like to run black foundation. Not sure how I wound up with these natural colored ones. It's hard to see the when a queen's laying the eggs with that light colored background. The eggs blend in, can't see them. That's why I run black. Black right cell from Man Lake is what I use, and I buy my frames assembled, most of them. Alright. Oh, we need to put the new box on. So this is all old drawn comb here that I had. It's not the best, but I don't think they'll complain too much. That'll give us space for that queen to move up and immediately lay up there if she wants. Ah. Getting in a hurry. Get our feeder up here. Okay, scoot over just a hair. Oh, finally. Okay. Fill her up with ethyl. So these hold a lot of syrup, I think 1.5 gallons. So I've used about half of that tank now. So we won't need to come back and feed them for quite a while. But a strong hive will pull that down pretty quick, especially in the dearth. Okay, this one here has a hive top feeder. Let's do a quick weight check without the brick. Oh my, this hive is feather light. In fact, we may need to reduce it. Yeah, they do not need this up here. Man, I could have saved myself a trip if I'd have known. I'd have just scooted this over. Sheesh. I need to go read up on the history of this hive and see what's going on with it. There's some weight up here. They got brood up here. I can't pull it off, so we got to look. Empty. Honey. So we can reduce it. We're just going to combine here these two. So we got brood right here. Yeah, we can't just go throw this off and forget about it. So let me go get my hive stand, and I will reduce this sucker down because it don't weigh nothing. Okay, tell you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to reduce it. I'll make another video of that so this doesn't get too long. So just going to cut here and move on as far as this video goes, and I'll shoot another video reducing this down right now. Okay, since this hive doesn't have a huge population, you don't want to fill up this whole top feeder. That'd take them a month to consume. Maybe not that long, maybe a week or two. But another thing that happens with these type of top feeders, the little bitty ants get in here and they fall down in there and they die. And then it starts to ferment and get rancid. So you just don't want to put a lot in here that they're not going to consume. So that's probably enough. And I'll just put a little bit on this side. So these top feeders are good for volume. Getting a lot of volume into your hive. But you need the population that can handle it. And we'll stop right there. We want to get these any bees out of here that we can, because they will rot and make that sugar go bad. All right, beat it, beat it, beat it. Okay. Okay, so that's hive 26. Hive 26, I think, has been problematic all year. I think this is the queen I said was on notice. She is laying better, but their population just isn't all that. At one time, I thought they were doing pretty good, and good enough to put a second deep on there apparently, but they couldn't handle it. So for whatever reason, who knows? So we'll let them go here. So this hive will be overwintering in a single deep, more than likely. So maybe they'll supersede that queen. It's getting too late to do that though, but we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so we got these two hives left and our two nukes. I'm not gonna show you feeding the rest of it. I did run through that into the apiary that night. It was getting dark on me and I ended right there on number 20 when I got, it was a nighttime stingnado on me. I've got plans for these two nukes. Some people were asking about it, so stay tuned for a later video. We're gonna work on those. And Hive 27 is the huge swarm. So from 3 years ago, that queen's played out, and man, this was a great hive 2 years running. But this year, they had to requeen. So they did supersede on their own, and there's a new queen in here. Okay, let's take a quick peek in here. I can't help myself. I want to see how her brood pattern looks. Make sure we got a brood pattern. That'd be good too, huh? That's all honey. So this hive requeened on their own with a natural supersedure. Nectar. Nectar. Well, they're not hurting for food stores. Now, if I see a good brood pattern, they probably need expanded. I'm running out of deep boxes. That's nectar and fresh laid eggs. Let's see if I see her on here. I think I marked her white. Or I may have left her alone, waiting for her to get laying good. And she's a dark-bodied queen too, if I remember right. So I need to get my queen goggles on here. Pretty sure she's not on here. There's a little bit of brood pattern right here. Yeah, this whole frame's laid up. What's not capped has an egg or a larva in it. Same on this side. Yeah, she's laying good. That's what a new bred queen will do. They'll lay well. This is all pollen here. I wouldn't expect to see her. A little bit of nectar on there. Maybe this side here. Nope. I've missed her. Dadgummit. I remember when I spotted her before. She was really dark and hard to spot. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm about to burn up. And I'm going to open up this bottom. We don't need that no more. Not for another month or so. I'm going to put just a little bit of food on here. They really need to be expanded. Okay, so that's how we feed them and check them out in the summertime. Make sure they're doing well. So some not so good. They need a lot of help. We reduced one down. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'll put some links below to this feeder setup I've got. It's a North Star pump, a North Star sprayer, and you can get them on Amazon. They're sold through Northern Tool. If you've got a Northern Tool near you, you can just go pick one up. They're $99. So on Amazon, they're a little bit more than that because of they get it to you. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope it wasn't too boring. Give me a thumbs up and leave any comments below and I'll get back to you. We'll catch you on the next beekeeping video. Y'all take care.